Half a world away from Madagascar, Sasha was back in Washington, poring over the paper trail from Toonam's logging empire. Most of his exports were going to China, but Sasha also found it was coming to a very famous company in the United States.
We were able to show very clearly that the wood was going from Toonam to Germany and then to Gibson, in this case, in the United States.
Gibson is an iconic American guitar maker, and it looked like Sasha's evidence could contribute to the first test case of the new Lacey Act.
So when we were done with the investigation, we published forms of that information, not all the details, in a public report. And then shortly after that, a raid occurred here in the United States of the Gibson headquarters.
Gibson is based in Nashville, Tennessee. Federal agents picked up Sasha's report and took over the case. They raided the company and seized a shipment of Madagascar ebony fingerboards, guitars, and paperwork as further evidence. Gibson's boss, Henry Juskovic, was taken aback.
They came in with weapons, they shut down our company, they cost us millions of dollars.
But Gibson's chief executive does have a view on Madagascar.
Madagascar is a pretty screwed up place. Okay, there is no doubt that bad things are happening in Madagascar. They've had 3 coups. The people are in utter poverty. I knew that illegal logging was taking place. That's well known. And, you know, it probably is having an impact on wildlife. I think it should be stopped.
Even so, Juskovic argues Gibson didn't know and didn't ask where the Madagascar ebony was coming from.
We were buying through an intermediary in Germany. We didn't know we were getting wood from a Roger Toonam. You know, that's sort of beyond the level of our understanding in buying. We typically don't go that deeply into it.
Yet, case records allegedly show that a Gibson employee had known of Roger Toonam and that he could supply ebony on the grey market. But Mr. Juskovic maintains their innocence.
There was nothing that we have seen at this point that would indicate that the load of wood that we bought had any illegality. And in fact, as soon as the raid took place, we ceased buying any wood from Madagascar.
Since the raid, Gibson has been under investigation, and in June 2011, related court proceedings began, though Gibson have not been charged with violating the new Lacey Act. But however the court case eventually pans out, Sasha has already seen concrete success.
As soon as the raid happened, it caused a sea change, I think it's fair to say, in the guitar industry and the music industry around the world. It is very difficult today to find Madagascar ebony in the music instrument sector. And that is an extraordinarily important signal for now moving forward and having an actual effect on the ground where Eric is working.
And the signal reverberated around the world. Countries sat up and took notice of the US position. Sasha took his undercover fight to China, the biggest importer of illegal precious hardwoods. If he could stop them, then there would be breathing space for Eric's work, and the lemurs would have their best chance. And Sasha sent Eric what he discovered.
You know, the secret camera has gone to China.
Yeah.
And we have some new video of what happens to Madagascar rosewood when it goes into China. Yeah. Regardez.
Yeah.
They have gone to a furniture store, and the entire floor is covered with rosewood furniture from Madagascar for the rich of China, made from Madagascar rosewood. This is one bed, directly, one bed. What can you buy for 2 billion RER?
We can make
What can
lot
you
of
buy?
development action during 20 years in Marujej Iran, for example.
Voila!
Yeah.
And only 1% of that money, even less, has stayed in Madagascar. It's ridiculous.
Sasha's undercover video has provoked the Chinese government into taking action. And for the first time, Chinese wood traders are feeling the heat.
In some of our undercover discussions with traders in China, we are hearing that some of them are being arrested and that some of them are having to pay very large fines. There is friction for the first time for the flow of the bleeding of the rosewood out of Madagascar's national parks.
Sasha's investigation has broken through a wall of ignorance by making big companies sit up and take responsibility for wood they use.